everybody, I'm Miss Marcia and this is Emma, and today we have a great project for you to do. Today our artwork is inspired by a French Impressionist painter named Claude Monet, and he's called an Impressionist painter because his paintings don't look real. They don't look like something you would just see if your camera took a picture of an outside scene. They're kind of blurry with a lot of light, and he took a lot of license with colors. Not everything is a realistic color. For example, in the bridge that we're making, I used gray, which is sort of a realistic color, but you can use purples, greens, you can really use anything you want to make his bridge. But before we start, I thought it would be very helpful to show you all the supplies you're going to need so you can get your workspace all organized. Okay, what you're going to need first of all is either a piece of computer paper or white construction paper. And for those of you who have been with me in the past, you know that I always like to glue paper onto something. I always like to double mat it. Okay, the other thing you're going to need are some crayons peeled back. Emma has some, and we peeled them and we just broke them, which is fine to do. They're kind of older crayons. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is marker, pink marker or a pink crayon, whatever you have. And again, I told you you're going to need something for the bridge. You're going to need green for the water lily leaves, and we'll show you one that's already cut out. And then if you have tissue paper at home, you can either use yellow or pink to fill in the colored part of the water lily. If you don't have tissue paper, what I discovered a really good thing to do is to take a paper towel, just a plain old paper towel, and just color it with marker. When you cut it out, it has a really nice texture and it looks really pretty as a water lily. Again, if you don't have anything like that, you can always use plain white paper and color on it. So we're ready to get started to make our artwork inspired by Claude Monet, the French Impressionist. And by the way, he did over 250 water lily pictures in his lifetime. Today we're only going to do one, and we're also going to have a very famous bridge that he put in a lot of his pictures. So Emma will start us off by drawing a line across the middle of the paper. And she'll hold it up so you can see it. Okay, and the reason we did that is now we have space for sky and for the pond.
So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna take some of your peeled back crayons. You can use different shades of blue, green, even purple if you have it. You're gonna color in the sky.
The reason we're using the crayons on their side is because the idea of the Impressionist school of art is that a lot of light comes through in all of their paintings. When you use the crayon on its side, you can see some of your paper coming through, and it's just a lighter feel to it. So that was our reason for using the crayons on their side. Okay, and Emma can hold it up and show it to you. So it looks very light. It does almost look blurry, which is what a lot of people thought that Impressionistic art looked like. Okay, then it's time to color the pond below the sky.
So what you're gonna do, it's gonna be very similar. You can take your peeled crayons again and you're gonna color the water in. So you're still gonna do it on its side, and you're just gonna color in the water and have it be nice and light, like my grandma was saying, to make it look like the light's coming through.
Very nice, that looks pretty. Okay, she can show you. So we have some sky and some water, but we need something to sort of define where the sky ends and the water starts. So I'm going to take a green crayon. We're sort of trading back and forth and who's making this picture. And I'm just going to make swirly, almost like O's, all connected, all the way across my line that I made to divide the sky and the pond. Lots of swirly green, and I'll hold this up and you can see that it's sort of like a divider. and that's actually going to be kind of like a land feature. So I just sort of made swirly green lines. Okay, the next part is making the bridge. You can see from the example, the bridge is an arc going from one side of the paper to the other. It's almost like a C on its side. And you can take your crayon, any crayon that you like, and we're gonna make one arc, a middle arc, and then a bottom arc. So that's what it looks like so far. It doesn't look like a bridge yet, but that's the start of it. And then we have to have some posts to hold the bridge in place. Okay, so I'll show you two examples. This is one, just a rough one, and there it is on your picture. Okay, this is a little time consuming, the next part. You've got to cover the bridge so it just doesn't look like a bunch of crayons across your paper. And we chose purple, and Emma's going to fill in the bridge with little pieces of purple going across all the arcs and then the posts. So she can make a big blue line, or she can do it individually, either way. And she's just going to fill in the bridge. So one by one, first she's doing the posts, and then she's going to do the arcs. So that's how we make the bridge. And if any of the posts are too long, you can just cut them. And again, if you're going to cut, make sure that you're using either safety scissors or have an adult with you, or scissors that aren't too pointy. We don't want anybody to get hurt. So this is the next step, and this is probably the most time consuming of all of it because you've got to do the whole bridge going across and all the spokes. When Monet painted one of his bridges later in life, he had cataracts, and you can ask an adult in your house what cataracts are, but it made his vision very blurry, so that when he did the bridge, it was automatically impressionistic. It was filled with a lot of light in all different colors and kind of blurry. So that made it an automatic impressionistic bridge. And he used these bridges a lot in his paintings. He liked the shape of them, and he liked the fact that it gave a definition between the sky and the water below, whatever water he was doing. So Emma's doing a nice job doing a bridge, piece by piece. Some of these pieces we cut up beforehand, so we had them all ready for her to go. And again, she's using purple, but you could use any color you like. If you have a favorite color, that's a good color to make for your bridge. So that's the next part of the project. And Emma's using a glue stick. If you have Elmer's at home, Elmer's is very good to use also. The whole goal of some of these projects is whatever you have at home will work. You can never be wrong in art, so any way you make it will be very, very good. So she's doing a great job on the bridge. I'm going to just put my bridge aside, so we don't need that anymore. And as she's done, we're getting ready for the fun part, the water lilies. And water lilies can be white, they can be yellow, they can be pink. Oh, let me just show you the bridge first. She did a nice job. So again, we've got the bridge, the sky, something to show that there's land in between, and now we're up to the water. So we're just going to put the crayon back. Whoops, we knocked over the glue again. Every video we knock over the glue. That'll be our trademark. And for the water lilies, I cut a circle. It's probably about a 2-inch in diameter circle. And then you take the glue, put a little bit of glue in the middle. Whoops, open it a little more. And we have our white circle. So this is the base for the water lily. It's the green and the white. And then I'm going to put some glue on it and decide where to put it. Okay, the first one I'm going to kind of put over there. So it doesn't look like a water lily yet until we add the color to it. So we're going to add the color, and we're going to add some, what color do you want to do?
It's pink.
Pink tissue, okay. So we're going to add pink tissue to it. So this is our first water lily. If you don't have pink tissue and you don't want to use a paper towel or draw out your pink, you can actually just use crayon. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the green, I'm going to put some glue on my white, add it to my green, and then I'm going to glue this one down, and I'm going to do the middle in crayon. And when I'm doing it in crayon, let's move this out of the way, it's sort of like just a pretty color of pink in the middle. It doesn't have to be a definite shape, it can be any shape that you like. So this is one water lily with tissue paper and one water lily with crayon. What I did on my picture is I also took some yellow tissue paper and I added that to the water. So you can add the yellow to the water, or you can make yellow water lilies. Anything that you like. So anyhow, so this is the basic idea, is that you do the sky, the pond, the greenery, and you can take more time obviously to do the greenery. You can either come up further up on the bridge and then start the water lilies. Most of his pictures, you could hardly see the water. It was mostly water lilies with just a little bit of water showing through. So that's how you can make your Monet masterpiece by Emma and Miss Marcia. We hope you enjoyed Monet, and we hope that you enjoy making your Monet project. Bye now.